Hey friends, it's Bob over at the Danbury Senior Living Memory Fitness channel. Welcome back. As a refresher, this is the channel where we talk about the little things we can do every day, like an exercise, to keep our mind sharp. Like when we go to the doctors will always ask us what we're doing for exercise. Have you been going for walks? Have you been swimming? Have you been riding your bike? To keep this big and important muscle strong and healthy. Also our core and our back and our legs, all muscles that we need to focus on and work out every day. Like the doctors say, use it or lose it. This channel is all about this muscle. What are some things we can do every day to keep this muscle strong? Little workouts that we can do. The last episode, we talked about curiosity, how we can become curious about different topics and go research them and learn all about them. Pick a new topic every week and learn all about it. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite things. When I was a kid, I got in trouble for this all the time, and I wonder if you did too. When I would sit in school, when I would sit in grade school in class, and the teacher was just talking and talking and talking, and it was a beautiful day outside. You know what I was doing? Staring out the window, my imagination was gone. I was a cowboy in the wild, wild west, chasing down the bad guys and rescuing the stagecoach. Maybe I was a professional baseball player, hitting the game-winning home run in the 7th game of the World Series. Sometimes I was an explorer, and I would be down in the woods of Brazil, and the rainforest, and trying to find new things, and the bad guys were always chasing me. Our imagination is a wonderful thing. However, as we age, we kind of stop using our imagination because, like with curiosity, we kind of think we know everything. Or we know everything we want to know. We don't really want to worry about much else. So our imagination kind of goes by the wayside, and we stop thinking about all of those wonderful things that maybe could be. Well, here's a good way to give your brain a workout today or tomorrow, and it's a lot of fun too. When you wake up, use your imagination by writing a new story throughout the day. Fill in the plot all day long by adding characters and situations and all kinds of plot twists that go throughout the day. So as an example, maybe tomorrow morning I'll wake up and I'll say, today I'm going to be a Texas oil baron, and that's how I'm going to go throughout my day. What would a Texas oil baron eat for breakfast? What would they have for lunch? Who would they meet with during the day? It can be a lot of fun. You can do a lot of different things. You could be a professional football player, a supermodel, a Russian KGB spy. These things can be a lot of fun as we go throughout the day. Maybe as you're sitting at a restaurant enjoying your lunch and you see the people sitting next to you, maybe they're just having a secret meeting about secret nuclear plans between Cuba and the Ukraine. You never know. Now, here's an important thing to remember, especially for my retired friends who are watching this. You can't tell anybody you're doing this. Well, you can, but I'll tell you what, if you're a certain age, and maybe if you're prone to forget your car keys or lose the remote control, if you tell your kids that today you're a former supermodel or you're a former Texas oil baron, your kids might start to get a little worried about you, so maybe keep it a little quiet. But get that imagination flowing. It's like Albert Einstein once said, the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. And when you look at a picture of Albert Einstein, you know his imagination was always firing. He was always thinking of new things. He was always thinking about what if, what could be. I have a 7-year-old son whose imagination explodes all day long, every day. I'll be standing in the line with him at a store, and all of a sudden, he's in an imaginary ninja fight with some bad guys because his imagination is always going. It's so much fun to watch. Here's one you can always do. Speaking of my kids, when one of my kids was about 10 years old, my daughter, We were at a library and we were sitting off to the side doing some work, and this gentleman came into the library, and he came down the main drag of the library, and he was dressed in all black fedora, black overcoat, black pants, black shoes, black gloves, carrying a black briefcase. And I grabbed my daughter's arm and I said, "Mary, what is that guy doing? Who is he?" And she said, "What are you talking about, Dad?" And I said, "Use your imagination. Let's make up a plot and a backstory. Who is that guy?" And she said, "Ooh, this sounds like fun." And so, now, the poor guy, he was just there to get some tax documents from the information center. But when he came into the library, he didn't even walk. He didn't even meander or mosey. He strode and he walked. And you know what I mean by a stride. He just kind of formally walked into the library like this. So my daughter had to know who he was, dressed the way he was, carrying a briefcase at 7 o'clock in the evening. So she went and she snuck around. And she was in the book stacks looking, peeking. And she came back and she reported to me that without a doubt, he was a secret Russian spy. And his briefcase was full of secret documents about a rocket ship that they're building. And the rocket ship is going to fly to the moon and come back. We were dying. We had a ball. We were laughing so hard. And you could just see her imagination exploding. As we get older, our imagination kind of tend to settle down a little bit. And if you were to see the gentleman walking into the library like that, we as grown-ups probably think, "Huh, look at this guy with his briefcase and his fedora. Who's he think he is?" And that's the end of it. We don't put any more thought into it. I encourage you to give your brain a workout by going throughout the day using your imagination. Imagine how good you would feel at the end of a week or at the end of a couple of weeks if you're focusing on using your imagination and getting those crazy thoughts going. It's a lot of fun. As always, I appreciate you tuning into the Memory Fitness channel. Hit the subscribe button below and we'll keep you updated when we post new things like this. Next episode is going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Have a great day.